All right, CNA Collectibles live at 11:53 a.m. on Monday, June 10th, 2019. Are you there?
All right. So do you have Reddit pulled up?
I can. Let's do it. What do you want to go
Yeah,
to?
just
Talk
pull up
about.
Reddit. I don't know. Let's just see what's going on, what people have going on Reddit top posts.
But what are you on searching on?
So I'm just on Reddit Sports, and I'm just gonna pull up the top for today,
Let's do
the
it.
past 24 hours. Let's see what's going on. Did you hear about David Ortiz? Did you watch the news on that?
Dude, I saw that this morning at
It's ridiculous.
2 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Little stinker tinker
That's
time.
actually the second thing right now on here.
He has
Let's
liver
see.
damage.
I know he got shot in the back, and then it came through his abdomen, which is
Little
scary.
stinker tinker time. That's actually the second. Yeah, he. Sorry, changing something. Um,
Very good.
Wait, what'd you say? Say that again.
He got shot in the back. He was at a nightclub in Santo Domingo or Dominican Republic, where he's from. He was with his dad, I believe, and you can see on the video he's just like sitting there, and all of a sudden he just falls over in his chair.
That's
It's
what I
crazy.
heard. They came up to him point blank, and then they beat the guy to no end.
Did they really? I didn't
Yeah,
know
he had
that.
like leg trauma, throat trauma, head trauma.
That's scary.
little quick, yeah.
I
Um,
just know it was really sad. He said to the doctor, he's like, don't let me die. I'm a good guy. I just
I'm
thought
a
that was
good
really
man.
sad. Yeah, that was really sad. I feel bad.
There's something I was gonna tell you about that too, and I forgot.
They say
Oh
he's
yeah, I know what it
recovering though.
was. Um, yeah, all he does all day is goes to clubs and washes cars. They were saying in the thing.
Yeah, I like Big Poppy.
So can you imagine being a millionaire at like 41 and just hanging out at your car wash?
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Oh my word.
What is this? Clay Thompson's in Space Jam 2?
Where do you see that?
It's how was posted. It's like one, two, three, four, five down on top for the past 24 hours. Clay Thompson is locked in to star in Space Jam 2 with LeBron.
Really? Dang, I don't know
That's
about that.
crazy. No, I don't think they should have. I don't think they should have redid Space Jam. I thought it was perfect the way it was.
Well, she just watched it. What do you think?
I like it.
You like it?
I love it.
But do you hear LeBron James is going to be making a new one? He's going to replace Michael Jordan in the movie. He is. She doesn't believe
Like
me.
I'm all for like don't get me wrong, LeBron James is 100% one of the greatest athletes to ever play the game of basketball. Absolutely. I just don't think the way that the media portrays LeBron James, I don't know. I just don't like how he's so like I think there's a lot of guys that are really good and they get overshadowed because of LeBron. That's my theory on it. Like
Yeah, no, I know. LeBron, I don't know. I don't know. My my view on LeBron is strong.
yeah, no, I I totally agree. I'm the same way. I don't
Dudes.
have anything. I don't have anything like. Well, yeah, we'll just leave it at that. I have a strong viewpoint.
Well, I mean, you can either I think you either love him or you hate him, and I
Right.
don't like him.
No, I'm the same. I agree. I'm the same way. I don't like him. Not, there's nothing against, he's a good person outside of basketball. I don't know.
This is
Something
pretty good.
about him rubs me the wrong way.
This did you see the Cleveland Indians fan throwing political fastballs at Trumpistas?
No, where's that?
Oh, relax.
What
I
is my?
get what?
Hold on a second. I gotta see something. I'm gonna make sure my title's not. I'm not still under like
What?
Fortnite or something. I don't know if I changed my title on Twitch or not.
Change it on what?
My title for like what I'm streaming under. I want to make sure I'm not still like under
Wrong,
um
Anthony.
no, that my title is not like my category is not like Fortnite because I'm not streaming Fortnite. I'm talking about sports.
What are you streaming?
I think they changed it. They used to have it, so Twitch used to have where it was like IRL stream and it could just be like everything, and now they changed it to like just chatting, and then you talked about like you like subcategorize it like what you have under there. Hold on, I'm gonna see something.
Did you watch the Cubs Cardinals game?
Yeah, that was a really good game.
Did you see the that's good. Did you see the road trip gear that they've got?
No.
You know how they do the themes for their road trips?
Yeah, what are they doing?
You haven't seen it yet.
No.
Oh, it's hilarious. They're did you see that? They're cowboys.
Are they really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I always see when they do I love when they do like they wear like NBA jerseys or they dress up funny and they usually wear like where they're from. Like Rizzo always wears like Miami, and same with Javi. He's always in Miami.
No, this is like full blown cowboy gear.
That's amazing.
Like you Darvish. Have you seen you?
That's hilarious. No, do you have a picture?
Yeah. The U one is here, go to
Just link it to me on Discord and then I'll pull it up.
yeah, it's
If you have it pulled up.
It's fantastic.
I miss how they used to be like their championship season in 2016 when they were really like, I don't know, they had like a lot of fun, like they always had like the parties after every win and everything. I feel like they don't do that kind of fun stuff anymore.
No, they're starting to again. You should see these guys.
Are they?
Kyle Hendricks won. I gotta find the Kyle one. Kyle Hendricks looks like he just put on a belt buckle and a hat.
Really?
And then Rizzo said, "Screw it, I'm going United States of America flag, swimming trunks and a White Star blue. I don't even know what this is. Jacket, short sleeve." Do you see this right now?
Did you link it to me?
Yeah, I sent you the link. Yeah, but
Okay,
look
I'll pull it
at
up.
Rizzo, and he's carrying a 6-pack and Popeyes. Oh, this is fantastic. Do you see this?
Look at Quintana.
I
Quintana
know.
was hilarious.
He's got some white teeth.
You Darvish, that's amazing.
Yeah, look at
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
But look
Bodie.
at Rizzo. You see Rizzo?
CJ looks like he looks like the dude from what's it, the Old Town Road, Lil Nas.
Yeah, he sings that. If you
He looks just like
if you
him.
go down, they got a video of him actually singing that song somewhere.
Oh my god, Javi looks hilarious. Rizzo looks like a mafia.
I know.
Looks like he's straight out of the fucking mafia. That's
Going
hilarious.
to a 4th of July party.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, that's so funny.
But you know what's weird is we just watched Beer Money episode with him and... Have you seen the Beer Money episode with him and Rossi?
No, I don't think
Yeah,
so.
there's a beer episode with him and Kelly
old
and
one?
Rossi, and they're in the thing, and Rossi's wearing those. From 2 years ago, he's wearing those trunks.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
And somebody's still wearing them now. And then look, there's John Lester in the back.
I do remember that. That's hilarious. I love the Cubs. I love when they Bryant and Baez were all rookies and they dressed up in like princesses from Disney. They all had the Disney princess
Oh yeah.
costumes on, and I think Baez and Bryant were Elsa or what? Yeah, I think it was Elsa from Frozen. It was hilarious.
Dude, and then they had the Cubs. They did the pajamas too. Here it is.
They did the pajamas. Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there you go. Look at Schwarber. Look at Schwarber.
It's Rizzo.
Did you link it?
No, but look. Oh, this is good.
I love the Cubs. They're so funny.
Yeah, they're still in first though.
Barely, aren't they? Aren't we tied right now?
Yeah, and talking about Milwaukee playing a bunch more games, Milwaukee's only played one more game.
Yeah, no, I didn't say a bunch more. I just said that they played more games. But I'm pretty sure our win percentage is the same.
So
They just have one more win because they played more games.
you want to go through power rankings?
Yeah, what do you have that up under?
ESPN just released new power rankings this morning.
Can I pull it up on? I'll see if I pull it up on MLB. But yeah, I'll just do that.
Well, which one are you going off of?
No, I'll go on ESPN. Where is it? I never use ESPN because I'm always on MLB. Where are the power rankings?
Coming through right now.
I'm just gonna type it
Did you
in.
see that? That's the picture of.
Dude, I need to take like a typing class. I actually need to take a typing class.
Just chicken peck. It gets through fast enough. That's how Gracie does it.
I can't, dude. I'm so
Go say
bad at
hi.
typing. I can't type without looking.
What?
I can't type without looking. It's bad.
Yeah, I know.
All right, what is this?
All right. What do you got?
I pulled up the power rankings and it's give me articles. What do they have? I told you they have the Dodgers projected at #1 right now.
Which I think is garbage.
I think that I feel like okay, the Dodgers have always been really good in the regular season. Like for the past like 4 or 5 years, they've been really good. I just feel like they don't come through in the postseason.
They don't. It's well, yeah. Obviously, and they got so many miles on them. I don't know. Now Bellinger he didn't play last year, did he? He was gone all year,
I believe so.
or if he came back in the end, it was back issues.
I think so. I think he strained something in his back.
Yeah.
Not sure
I don't
exactly
know.
what it was, but I think he strained something.
Well, yeah. Yeah, Houston's legit. I think they should be #1, and I don't understand how the Yankees are still producing because nobody's playing. Right? Gio's still. I mean, they're all gone, aren't they? Right now.
I believe so. They have There's been a lot of injuries, like a lot throughout. I feel like a lot of like teams right now have like a lot of their big guys injured because the Yankees lost all of their people, like a lot of the good ones, right? Didn't
Oh,
they?
I know. Yeah, Domingo German just got hurt too.
And then
If
you
know
see
him,
what's his face, Gardner get pissed in the dugout and chuck his helmet or his bat up against the wall, and he just bounced back and hit him in the face, cut his whole lip open. Did you see that?
I did, and I heard something about. Was he yelling at somebody else earlier in the week about doing the same thing?
Maybe.
I
I
heard. I
don't
heard
know.
it saying it was like Major Karma came back and just smacked him.
Yeah, but then he goes up and he just crushes a home run. So
Did
the
he?
next is the next yesterday. This was so I think he cut his lip 2 days ago, and then yesterday I forget who the Yankees were. I'm not sure who they were playing yesterday, but I know he crushed a home run, like a deep one.
Well, he was doing terrible prior to that.
Yeah, so was the dude on the he was in like he had the biggest drought in what's his name? I think he played in the Orioles. Chris, right? Chris Davis.
Yeah, yeah.
Not the A's Chris Davis, the CHR Chris Davis. He was like the worst player in all of baseball, and then he came back, but I don't think he's doing that good now.
The Orioles guy, dude, he's garbage, man.
I know. No, that's what I'm saying. He had like back up until like through last season, up through this season, he had like 70 plate appearances without getting a hit. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. It was. Yeah.
He was like projected as like the worst to have the worst season in like.
I got a phone call I gotta take. I'm gonna let
All right.
I'm gonna let Gracie sit here. Why don't you take command and talk to little Bubba? You got it. Come here. She's gonna come in and sit down.
All right. I'm down.
Talk to her about what's going on at school. Hello.
Are you there, Grace?
Yeah.
So did you go to the Cubs game the other day?
Yes.
How was it? Was it fun?
Yeah.
Did you see everybody? Was there any home runs? Who hit a home run?
What?
Did anybody hit a home run on the Cubs?
Yeah.
Who? Who hit one? Kyle Schwarber. Did he hit one?
I don't know.
Who's your favorite player on the Cubs?
Anthony Rizzo.
Rizzo. Yeah, that's my favorite player too. Who's your second favorite player?
You Darvish.
You Darvish.
Yeah.
That's funny. You know that's Grandma's favorite player too.
I
You were too little, but the Cubs used to have an outfielder. His name was Kusuke Fukudome, and that was Grandma's favorite player. She loved him. You don't remember him, do you? Did your dad ever talk about Fukudome? I liked him too. He was good.
So what was that? What were you guys talking about?
She was saying her second favorite player is Yu Darvish, and I was telling her that's Ma's favorite. That's Ma's favorite player, and then I was telling her how. And Fukudome was her other favorite player when he played. Remember Fukudome?
Kasoki Fukudome, eh?
Yeah. When remember his batting stance, or every time he'd get a hit, he would like he wouldn't finish his swing. He'd start to run, and it was like messing up his whole swing. So all the hitting coaches were like, "You need to stop doing that."
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, and I remember I remember going there and having. I mean, all the advertisement was Japanese. Like they had
Oh
huge
yeah.
viewership. What's that?
Oh, I know. I remember that. That was awesome. I remember. I mean, do you remember Alfonso Soriano? You remember when we signed him, and that was like the biggest thing in the world when we got Soriano,
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
and then he was horrible.
Yeah, he played. He played for the Nationals the year before that. He got
Did he?
traded to the Nationals, I believe, and then we
I
signed him
thought
as a
I thought he
free
was from
agent.
the Yankees, or did he go to the Yankees after he left the Cubs?
No, I think he went. He went. No, he was on the Yankees first, then went to the Nationals, then I think went.
Okay.
I think.
I remember he
Or
had that stupid little
yeah,
hop
'cause-
step that he
no,
that
that's
he
what it was. I think he, if I remember right, I believe he got traded to the Rangers as part of the Alex Rodriguez deal to the Yankees, and then the Rangers sucked and traded him to the Nationals.
hmm.
I'm pretty sure.
Because when did we? That was like mid 2000s when we got him, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, because I think we signed him in like '06, if I remember.
Right. So I just remember Ramos Ramirez was hands down my favorite Cub. Not today. Rizzo's probably my favorite, but I just loved
Dude, that's
Ramirez
exactly how it was. And then he played for what's TOT?
because he didn't.
Toronto? No,
Prob
or Total maybe for that Total MLB for
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because New York, Texas, Washington, Chicago, New York.
No, I miss that. I miss that '03 Cubs team. What was their roster? I'm gonna look that up really quick. 2003 Cubs roster.
Oh, remember the
That was
second
probably the
baseman?
best roster.
What's that?
I think that was probably the best Cubs team, like roster wise. Not like obviously the best, but I just think that I
Where's
miss
Uncle
that team.
Drew? He doesn't want to show himself. Come here.
Who Uncle Drew?
Yeah.
Do you remember Kyle Farnsworth?
Who?
Kyle Farnsworth.
Oh my, yeah, 102 mile an hour fastball. Remember him charging the mound?
Yeah, I do.
He just annihilated.
Do you remember
It was
Kenny
against Kansas City,
Lofton?
I think. What's that?
Kenny Lofton.
Yeah.
That was the really fast guy I couldn't think of because there was Juan Pierre who was insanely fast. I was trying to think of the other dude that was insanely fast, and it was Kenny Lofton.
That's the autograph ball I just got.
Oh, you have Kenny Lofton? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Kyle Farnsworth. Yeah, dude, I remember him. Maybe it was
Corey
against
Patterson.
Cincinnati, but I swear it was against. I don't
Big Z.
know.
Dude, I hope Big Z actually comes back.
Who?
Carlos Zambrano.
He's playing for the Chicago Hot Dogs.
I
Right
know. Yeah, I know. He's in the minor league.
now. The Chicago Hot Dogs. That's
I
the name of the
just-
team.
Oh, I know. I just can't. I just remembered like that game in Milwaukee playing against the Braves, and he that was incredible.
Who? Wait, what?
I can't believe Carlos Zambrano's no hitter. I can't believe I was there.
Oh, against the Brewers.
No, it wasn't. It was in Milwaukee. There was the Hurricanes in all the East Coast. So all the game got moved over because it was supposed to be in I forget. I believe they were playing Atlanta, and they were not playing the Brewers. I don't
I
believe.
didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure. I'm almost 100% positive because the game wasn't supposed to be there. It got. I could be entirely wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that that's why it was there.
10 years. Carlos Farnsworth. Oh, do you want to know something else that was weird about that?
What?
Do you know what day it was?
No, I don't.
September 14th,
Was it really?
2008.
Yeah.
He
Who were they
no-hit
playing?
the Astros.
The Astros, that's right. I knew it wasn't. It was in Milwaukee because there was something going. The Hurricanes or something was going on.
That's it.
And the game got pushed. They moved it to the in Milwaukee, the Brewers Stadium. So because it was obviously far away, they moved it there, and which is something I never heard of. They moved it to a whole other ballpark.
Yeah, it
And I
says
saw his no hitter.
after the Cubs game against the Astros was moved from Houston to Milwaukee's Miller
Yeah.
Park because of Hurricane Ike, Big Z threw his first no hitter of his career.
Yeah, and he was the first player in MLB history to pitch a no hitter with the last name that starts with a Z.
And Darren Erstad is who he struck out on the last. Remember him?
No, Darren Erstad? No, I don't.
He played for the Angels forever. He was really good. Remember him?
I just remember.
My
I'm
fantasy
pretty sure it
team.
would have been a perfect game if he didn't give up I think it was he gave up one walk. I think. Yeah,
Who
one
did?
walk. It would have been a perfect game.
Wow.
He struck out 10 that game. It was the most incredible thing I've ever seen. It was absolutely incredible.
So that's pretty incredible.
Yeah,
Carlos
it was
Zambrano, Cubs won 5-0.
yeah, it was a really good game.
Wow.
And I would put that like right behind like going to see the Cubs parade like in Chicago. Like I was there like 60 yards from the stage. That and then right below that is Big Z's no hitter. Those are the two for me for sports. Those are the two greatest things that I've ever been a part of.
Yeah, no hitter would be pretty sweet. That would be pretty sweet. We were at
See
a
it
walk
live.
off.
Yeah.
She remembers that.
That would be nuts.
Javi's walk off.
Oh, that's right on Mother's Day, right?
Yeah, that was a really
Yeah,
good
that's
one.
crazy. That had to be amazing.
Yeah, it was really awesome. St. Louis, that game on Saturday though, that was pretty good.
What's up?
That game we went to on Saturday, that was pretty.
Oh yeah, I could imagine that had to be an awesome game because it wasn't like it was so like it started off so bad. Like it was just like, oh god, it's starting off like this, and then you picked up the whole game just turned.
The whole game.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Did you see that death pictures on Reddit that they had?
No, what?
Oh my
what
god,
picture?
it's terrible.
No,
Death
I'm not-
photo
I
of
got-
sisters from the 19th century. Yeah, they used to take pictures of dead people to remember them, like after they died.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I'm not gonna pull that up on here because is it like actual dead people or is it
Yeah.
like? Okay, no, I'm not. I don't think I'm pulling it up. I think it's against TOS,
Look
but
at this guy running. Look at that guy.
but no, that's crazy. I was seeing
Did you see? What's that? Wait, what are you talking about?
No, I was saying that Twitch is really specific on their TOS and like things you can do and like terms of service and things you can't do, and there's a lot of things.
Showing
a
death
lot of things,
pictures is not.
yeah,
a good one.
no, a lot of things you can't do kind of trumps the things
Oh,
you can do.
dude, I know. Did you hear about the guy from Ghetto Boys died?
No,
Bushwick
what's his-
Bill.
there was one of the Lucchesi, one of the old coach for the Cubs died. Did you see the '92?
When I thought he coached the Rangers.
He coached a bunch of teams, but he coached the Cubs as well. He was part of the Cubs organization. I'm almost 100% positive. You can fact check me on that, but I'm pretty sure Lucchesi was part of the Cubs organization.
I think you're wrong on that.
All right, I'm gonna check this now because I
that how
don't
you
think
feel?
I am.
What's
I don't even know
that?
how to spell. I don't even know how to spell his last name.
It's Rangers manager. Yeah, it was Lakushi. I don't know. It's former Rangers manager.
He was part of the Cubs organization. He might have been a manager for the Rangers, but I know he was a coach on the Cubs.
It says he officially never coached the Cubs at any point in his entire life.
Shut up. No, it didn't.
I'm not even lying. It's terrible.
He's
Did I make
I'm
something like
almost,
that up? No.
I'm almost positive he was part of the Cubs organization.
What is his first name?
I know. I'm only getting his last name, Frank.
It's Frank
Yeah, Frank Lucchesi.
Kuzniewski. It's Aaron Lucchesi. All right, Frankie. Frankie. Born in
Lucchesi found
1927.
as a manager. Was in an interim role with the Chicago Cubs to finish the 1987 season.
See, I told you, he coached for a very
Yeah.
short period of time.
No way, I knew it.
I told you, very short period of time he coached.
Shut up. I knew I read that on because I love because I always have ESPN on when I'm just like in my room or whatever. I everything. TV's so boring to me today. Like there's nothing unless it's like a Netflix show or something that I can just binge. I don't know. I find TV so boring, so I just always have like ESPN or MLB Network open, and I'm just always I like that's where I read this, and that's where I found out about the Big Poppy thing. I was breaking news last night.
Dude, this Frank looks like a Frank.
I know he does. He totally does.
He's like, yeah, I'm Frank, and I coach the Rangers. How you doing?
The dude looks like straight out of the mafia, like Italian. Like, how you doing? That kind of. Frank.
Who else recently died?
Bill Buckner, yo, that was a
What?
big one.
What?
Bill Buckner, that was a big one.
Buckner? Oh, yeah. He played for the Cubs. That's the guy that let the ball roll through.
I know. And it's funny because that's the same thing that you get from the whole Bartman scenario. Like, people just needed a scapegoat, so they fell on Bartman the same way they needed a scapegoat. So, yeah, he missed that. But there was so many other things that went wrong in that game that you could account for what happened. It was an easy play that he missed. Just like the whole Bartman thing, there was like you could blame it on what's his face in short that the ball went through his legs. He missed an easy ground ball, and then it fell apart through there. It's all people just want a scapegoat. That's all.
Yeah, no, I know. I totally. But, yeah, and I heard he was a really good guy, too.
Buckner?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. What happened to Steve Bartman? Did he just like disappear?
Yeah, he's never given an interview ever in his life, and he said he never will, no matter how much money.
Because didn't we want him? Wasn't there like a petition to get him to throw out the first pitch of the 2017 series?
Yeah, they gave him a ring.
That's crazy. He should have done it too.
No, the guy's, I guess, independently wealthy, so he has really no need to.
Oh, I'm sure.
All right,
That was sad.
so-
He was literally sitting there listening to his little Walkman or whatever, listening to the radio. I don't know. I feel bad. I
He's
feel
listening
bad
to
for
probably
him.
Ron and
Oh, of course.
Pat and Ron.
Yeah, it was Pat and Ron at the time.
All right, so here's who died recently.
He's like sports.
Mary Duggar,
I
grandmother
don't know
from
who that
County On. Did you ever watch that?
I have no idea what that is.
Me either.
No.
Dennis Day, the original member of the Mickey Mouse Club, was found dead at age 76 in early April in his Phoenix, Oregon home. He was reported missing in early July. This is terrible. All right, Dr. John, the famed New Orleans singer. I remember him.
I don't know who that is.
Carmi Cardi, the Godfather star. Remember him?
Nope.
Terrible. No idea. Bart Starr played for the Packers. We'll skip by that one. Daniel Wright, Biggest Loser contestant from season 7-8. Do you remember him?
Oh yeah, I totally remember him. No, I don't.
do.
All right, let's get back to sports. I don't want to talk about dead people. This is sad.
Oh no, the Nikki, that one race car driver, Tim Conway, the Carol Burnett show. Remember them Doris?
No,
Day?
Mom probably knows who that is though. I
I'm
don't know
sure.
who that is.
Oh, remember the guy? Oh no.
You know what I was thinking that is insane? The Twins are doing really good this season, like really good.
The Twins?
Aren't they? Yeah, aren't they like one of the best teams in baseball right now?
Yeah,
they're
so are
ranked,
the
they're ranked
Rays.
3.
And he didn't die this year, I thought. Oh yeah, he did. The Rays, they got that whole deal from Archer.
Oh, that's right.
That's where it all came from. And that was the big argument was that you could have signed Archer. I mean, you want to be cheap, so you go trade all this for a young, controllable pitcher. Go sign a free agent starter. There's a million of them. And Archer's garbage.
Oh, I think so too. Minnesota has a plus 100 run differential. Jeez.
I know, but you know what? You want to know the biggest one is look at Cincinnati's run differential. The Reds.
They have plus 33.
I know. So if you look at the standings, and if you look at overall standings for the whole league, Cincinnati's like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th worst team in baseball.
Yeah.
They got a plus 33.
That's crazy. The whatchamacallit, the what was I looking at? Who was I looking at yesterday that has like the we have like next to the NL West, which has that division is absolutely absurdly good, minus the Giants. That division is very strong. We have a pretty decent division. The Central?
The Central is the best in the baseball.
I feel like it's been that way for a long time. Like I feel like we've always been a good division.
It's Midwest. Midwest always, I think, has good, solid teams, whether it's basketball, baseball, or football. I mean, come on, you want to play the Packers or the Bears,
Right.
Minnesota?
Right. They have a 682 win percentage. The Dodgers. That's
Dude, and
wild.
you had LeBron in the Central for the last,
Yeah, that's true.
except for the Miami years.
So do you think now that we jumped over to basketball for a second, do you think Lonzo's being traded?
Who?
Lonzo Ball?
No. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Somebody was saying that who else was Phoenix was going to give up their lottery pick for him?
Who does who does Phoenix? What does Phoenix?
What?
They were? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
Phoenix and the Bulls are rumored to be trading their. Phoenix has the sixth pick, I believe.
Did you see the reports that what's his face? The dude that everyone was hyped for. What's his name?
Zion?
Zion. Yeah, he's like purporting like because everyone was like thinking that he's pissed that he's going to New Orleans, and he's like reiterating, and his manager and his agents are reiterating like he's very happy where he's going. I don't think he's very happy where he's going.
I don't think he's happy at all.
Yeah, I don't think his face looked so defeated in that post draft interview when he found out he was going to New Orleans.
Oh, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible.
I thought that was the most ridiculous. Why did he do it that way? I think that's a really odd way to do it.
What?
How they pick the teams. I don't know. I just think that's weird.
Like with the just turning
Yeah,
the
just
cards
the-
over and all that?
Yeah, just no. Well, I mean, just in general, like, aren't they the only team, the only like organization that does like the whole lottery thing like that? Like, it's random who gets them.
Yeah, NBA's
The top
right. Yeah, I think because everybody else is based off of.
Percentages.
Well, then it gets into
Like
the whole
wins.
debate on if it's rigged, and that's.
Oh,
really-
I think all professional sports are rigged. I don't think for a second they're not.
And now you're allowing legalized gambling on sports.
Absolutely. I think it's crazy, and they base it off of Vegas's numbers on who the bets that people like. They give you win percentages based off of Vegas, like oh, Toronto has a 91% chance based off of all the people betting on who's. Yeah, I think it's so ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
I think the whole betting on the college sports, I think that puts so much unneeded pressure on those kids. I can see, okay, fine, professional athletes that are getting paid millions and millions of dollars, like, all right, fine, but these kids that are getting pressured in college, I think that's horrible. I don't think you should be allowed. I don't think they should bet on college sports.
Bet on college sports?
Yeah, I don't. I think it just puts so much pressure on those kids.
No, I don't think it puts pressure on the kids. I think it puts pressure on the AD, the athletic director, and the school.
I don't know.
to-
I just think.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. I get what you're saying. I
And
totally
I also
get
think
that.
the NBA or the college basketball is ridiculous because it's a farm system for the NBA and they don't pay
Oh,
anything
100%
for it.
is. They don't pay. I think those kids should get paid 100%. They bring. First of all, they bring so much money to those schools.
I
Millions.
think it's like multi millions if you make it to the end. If you make it to the tournament.
Oh
as
yeah,
a
and
school.
like look at someone like a Zion who people followed when he was 14 years old, and then he goes to and just everybody is in attendance, out the doors waiting for this kid to play like every game. They bring so much money, and I just think it's ridiculous. I think they should be paid.
Dude, Red Hot Schwarber thriving in Cubs leadoff spot.
I know, I saw that.
Yeah, he that 11 pitch at bat was just wonderful. And then he muscles that just line drive. And then did you see do you remember Craig Biggio?
No,
You don't know yeah, you do.
no, I don't.
I think he was on the Houston Astros team that got no hit in 08. Craig Biggio was second baseman or shortstop. He's got 3,000 hits. Played for the Astros. He was the Killer Bees with like Bagwell, Biggio.
Sounds
Moises
familiar.
Alou was on that team.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
Carlos Lee was on that team. Roy Alzalt was on there. I know he was on there. Maybe he retired before that. Reggie Abercrombie. Anyways, Craig Biggio was really good. And his second baseman.
Does not ring a bell.
What?
That doesn't ring a bell to me. I don't remember that.
He retired in
ago was this?
07.
Okay, that's why I was if it wasn't the Cubs players, I was still little. Like that's when I
So,
was just like.
did you remember
into
Vladimir
baseball.
Guerrero?
Yeah.
Played for the Toronto.
Mhm.
So you know how his son plays for the.
Yeah, Toronto.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Biggio's kid plays for him. And then they just drafted that pitcher that died in the Gulf of Mexico last year. Roy, or was it Roy? No. Who was the pitcher that just died in the.
Oh.
I really
Oh, are you
liked
talking
him.
about from the Marlins? That was a couple years ago, wasn't it?
No. He played for Philly and Toronto.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
It was Roy Halladay. It was Roy.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
so
thinking
they
of.
drafted his son.
Did they really?
So they got Roy Halladay, Biggio's kid, and Guerrero's kid. Vladdy Daddy's kid's on there. Not Vladdy
That's
Daddy.
crazy.
Vladimir
I know.
Guerrero.
I didn't know.
All three of them are on there.
I didn't know Holiday had a kid. Does Guerrero have Junior on it? He does it on his back, right?
Yeah, he does, and he's getting hot too.
I know he is. I think he's gonna be. If he loses a little bit of weight and gets a little bit of speed to him, I think he's gonna be really good. If he cuts a little bit,
And he looks fun to watch too.
oh, he's goofy. He's got that that being a little kid playing baseball. It's like about you're just goofing around, you're having fun. Like he's got that like I see that kind of like how Javi is when he plays. He just goofs around. I see that in Vlad when he's playing.
Yeah, the Cubs are just fantastic. These pictures of these guys.
I'm just waiting for the rest of sports to start talking about Javi as one of the better players in the league. Like I get, we always gonna talk Trout. Obviously, he's gonna go down as probably the best of all time. We talk about all these other guys, but I feel like they talk about it, but they should talk about him more because he's really good.
Who's really good?
Javi.
Sorry, I was texting.
He gets overshadowed, and I think it's ridiculous. Like, give the man the credit he deserves.
Give the man the credit he deserves.
He still strikes out a lot, though, like a lot.
Did
I think
you
he's
see
the only person to have. He's the only person to have 75 not RBIs hits and 75 strikeouts this early.
Did you see the strike that he swung at where Len's he committed to that before the ball was even thrown?
No.
It bounced 5 feet in front of home plate.
Yeah, but Javi hits those though. He gets hits from those balls. Though.
He did. It's one of the games we were at, the Marlins game.
Yeah.
Remember that? Javi hit it and it went off the ground. Gracie doesn't really want to talk. Come here. Scoot
Why is
over.
she shy?
She gets super embarrassed. Come on, you can sit over here. She wants to talk about sports. Do you see Rizzo? So, she doesn't want to. We were trying to talk about going into an autograph signing for Rizzo so she could get something signed. And she said, no. Are you there?
Yeah, sorry, I was talking to chat.
Yeah, she says getting an autograph at a signing is comparable to fishing in a barrel. But you just pay to fish in the barrel.
It is though. I can't believe that you've got as many autographs as you have. That's wild.
Yeah, she doesn't want to get on TV. She thinks getting Rizzo's autograph at a signing is stupid. She wants to try to get it. I don't think we're ever going to.
I think he's embarrassed. I think he gets really nervous. Rizzo, I think that's why he pulls out his I feel like he has social anxiety. Like he gets super nervous, so he pulls out his phone and just hey, sorry guys, I'm on the phone. Hello, and he just runs to his manager. That's you're not signing things because some managers are like that where they don't let their agents or whatever. They don't let them sign autographs. They want it sanctioned. They want it to be paid for.
Yeah, and I know what's his name? Jordan was like that through Upper Deck.
You had to be with someone like Jordan.
Yeah, but then you look at those autographs early on, people getting them, it was oh man.
Like who? You cut out. What'd you say?
Early on when all those he was just signing, I was watching some videos. It was insane.
Yeah, I was watching a 30 for 30 on him when I think I was telling you about this when his dad passed away, and I was looking at when he was playing baseball. I get it, he never he wasn't bad at he was not bad at baseball for someone that was a basketball player. The man was he not only he started out he was horrible, it was really bad. But the dude went in day after day practicing, and he got significantly better to the point where he probably could have made it to the majors.
Well,
Like, I
I
don't have
think
a doubt
so,
in my
but he
mind
just
that
would have
he
made
would
it
have
to the
made it.
majors on the White Sox.
Yeah, I know. I know. Now, whatever
No,
happened to what's his face? The other dude that did that, Tebow.
Tebow's still playing.
He's playing in the minor leagues for
Yeah,
the
he's in
Mets still.
AAA, I think, right now. They're talking about bringing him up. But
That
dude,
would be
Deion
sick.
Sanders did. Well, Deion Sanders went football, baseball. Bo Jackson went baseball.
Bo
football.
Jackson doesn't count because Bo Jackson is a freak of nature. That
Dude,
doesn't.
Deion Sanders.
Bo Jackson won. I'm pretty sure he won the MVP in football, and didn't he win MVP in baseball as well?
Bo
pretty
Jackson
sure he
is a
did.
beast. I remember collecting his cards and trading for
Dude
Bo
is a
Jackson.
dude was like literally put on this earth to play sports.
Bo
Like
Jackson?
he was absolutely a freak athlete. It was nuts.
Him and then that other guy, he went into MMA. Do you know what I'm talking
Who?
about? He used to play football and then he went MMA. The guy, but he fought in MMA when he was like in his 50s. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Gracie, you remember?
No.
She doesn't know. Are you sure? Hey, we figured out we can put these football helmets on.
Wait, no, I'm actually curious though. Who are you talking about? That
Oh,
played.
it was Oh, dude, hold on.
So he played football and then he went MMA.
Yeah,
Pro
it
football.
was Yeah, it's this guy, but I don't know who it is. Not Greg Hardy.
There was 5 of them. I typed it in. There was 5 guys that did it.
What are their names? It was like it started with
It was
an
Greg
H.
Bob
Herschel,
Sapp.
I think the last name was.
Herschel Walker.
Herschel Walker.
That name does sound familiar.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was the Heisman Trophy winner.
yeah, dude, that guy was built to play sports.
Yeah, this was 2010 and 11. Yeah.
Yeah, this guy was made to play sports.
Dude, it's crazy. Like just watching like the game when Van Fleet like got the elbow in his face, and just MMA like fighters, they literally that's what they do. They go out there and just get the shit beat out of them. That's how their sport is conducted. That's crazy to me. That's crazy.
Dude, and they like it.
I know.
But there's a mad respect level there too.
Oh, I think MMA fighters are some of them are just the coolest people in the world. They're just so nice. Those same with like boxers, like those guys are just so down to earth, so cool. But then you piss them off, and they'll beat the shit out of you.
Well, no, and they beat the shit out of each other, and then
Yeah.
they respect each other. I mean,
They got mad respect for each other. There's there's honor amongst them, which is cool.
Yeah, big time.
Do you see Are you a Bumgardner fan? I don't know if you are.
Yeah, I do. I like him. He's
Okay,
old.
see, I don't like Matt. I don't like him at all. I don't know. I think he's really arrogant. I don't like that. Like, did you see the whole thing with Max Muncy? I was watching.
Yeah,
on,
but that's old school versus new school.
No, but it's not though. Like you're gonna yell at him to run. Okay, then or run around the bases. Like don't look at the ball, run. Well, strike me out then. I crushed a home run. I'm gonna look at the ball then. I'm gonna do what I want. Then get me out then if you have a problem with how I'm running around the bases. That's my mentality. You're gonna yell at the dude because he hit a home run off you. Like come on, that's poor. I think that's poor sportsmanship. I think that's ridiculous. I could see if he the dude did a Bautista bat flip staring you down fine, that's one thing, but dude was just looking at his home run. I'd do the same thing if I crushed a ball. I'd look at my home run.
No, but I think my point is that I think you're going to see that start to go away as this generation of pitchers start to.
I think it's coming
older.
back more than it is going away.
Well, here's that video. You hear that?
No. What video is it?
It's what's his name? Carl Edwards Jr. doing.
Oh, the Old Town Road. Dude, the
Yeah.
Twins are slugging .515 right now.
The Twins?
That's insane. The team collectively is slugging .515.
It's Rosario, I think. That's having a major what? That's having a big
Yo,
resurgence.
look at their slugging percentages. The whole oh no, that's the whole team. I was like, hold on a second. Wait, where is just oh, these are wait, let me see. I want to see just player. I want to see player slugging percentages. Because now I'm curious as to what the individual player slugging percentages are on the Twins. Where do I?
So they need to give you stat. Yeah, here we go.
That's why I just go on MLB. It's so much better.
Oh, they're the top 4 over. Yeah. And I don't know if they're gonna maintain that though.
I don't think they will. It says no team has.
Yeah, one guy hit slugging 615.
Look at I know.
693.
That's nuts.
Dude, Yelich, I thought he was falling off, and he's not.
He's not.
Which I hope he would.
He's not gonna fall off. He's very good.
Him
It's gonna
and,
be a battle.
Bellinger,
It's gonna
though. What?
it's gonna be a battle between the Bellinger, Yelich, and Baez if they stay consistent for MVP. Baez finished second to him last year for MVP, didn't he?
To who?
To Yelich.
Second or third? I don't know. I mean, I know he got votes, but
Who won the AL MVP last year?
was it Trout?
Was it? There needs to be.
That's a
There's
safe
Chapman.
guess.
I know. There's a Chapman filter when you're looking at like top speed pitches, like in the season. You can put the Chapman filter on, so it filters out Chapman. There needs to be
Yeah.
a Trout filter for MVP wins or MVP nominations because he's just in it every single time.
Dude, Chapman's fallen off though.
Chapman always has the ups and down seasons.
And then somebody else I was watching was throwing some ridiculous heat the other night. 102, 103 miles an hour. I don't remember who
That
it was.
new guy, isn't it? That new kid. What's his face?
For who?
What's his name? I forget where he pitched for. I was watching some closer that was throwing some heat.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it was ridiculous heat.
I don't know. What do you think if you took like guys from the old days, like, and put them in up to bat now? You think they'd be able to get hits? Like you took Babe Ruth and throw him up in up to bat right now. You think he'd be able to hit the ball?
Oh, I think so. But I think they would all have adjustments. The good ones would. I mean, you're talking.
that's true.
I mean, I don't know if the amount of pitches
Pitching-
existed that there was then.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's like so many more pitches now.
I'm curious how the strike zones and everything were called.
I think it's really interesting to listen to. So I don't know if Pete Rose is still on, if he still does the MLB Network, but I was listening to A-Rod and Pete Rose just talk baseball, and it was really unscripted. There was no prompts, monitors, or anything. They were just talking baseball, and I just thought it was like literally like I felt like a sponge just sitting there just listening. It was just the most entertaining thing I could have listened to. It's like two of these players that are insanely good at the game. Two very controversial players in the game, and then just listening to how they went up to bat, how they read pitches and everything. It was just so entertaining.
Dude, so Bellinger over his last 3 games is 0 for 9.
Really?
Yeah, I mean he's coming back. No, I'm sorry, he's 0 for. No, he's 0 for 14. Ooh, I wonder if something's going on.
You think he's injured? Is he injured again?
What?
You think he might be injured
He
again?
had 1 for 14. He had 1 hit. Yeah, that's bad. He was 0 for 4, 0 for 2, 0 for 3, 1 for 5.
He's still batting .355.
I know, but he dropped 374 to 355 in 4 games.
They have 3 guys with an OPS over 1. That's crazy.
Look at his.
I know.
1142.
He's leading, right?
What's Yelich's?
I have him at 1.14. That's what it's showing for me. They have 4 guys at. Jeez, that's nutty. That's actually insane. Let me go to.
What is Yelich's?
I'm gonna go to just stats and see who's leading for OPS.
Yelich is 446.
Are you looking at?
OBP?
No, you're
I'm
looking
sorry,
at.
on base
Yeah, you're
percentage. Yeah.
Yeah, he's 1.1. Yeah, he has a better one. He's got 1.19. That's insane.
Who? Yelich?
Yelich has an OPS of 1.19. That's nuts.
24 home runs.
He has 24 home runs. That's insane.
He homered last night.
He almost has more What's even crazier is Bellinger has more walks than he does strikeouts.
Who's got more hits between those
Yelich
two?
has stolen 14 bases. Are you kidding me?
Dude, can we do a compare? Yeah, we can compare these guys, can't we?
If you go on MLB.com, you can just go out under stats and you can pull this up and you can just look at all their stats, like all the players in the league that have like high stats. I'm just looking at everybody. You can go by AL, NL.
I thought you can compare on ESPN.
You might be able to.
Who's Tim Conway?
I'm not sure.
So we looks like Laura D'Amelio just said Tim Conway died. I wonder who that person is.
Dude,
Tim Conway. He was on The
Mike-
Price is Right for 45 years. No, he wasn't.
Mike Trout is very quietly having an insane season.
Trout?
He has 17 home runs.
I'm wondering, how do you compare? I thought there's a way to compare stats. Compare.
I don't know how you do that.
Compare two players side by side. All right, here we go. Who do we want to go?
Go Bellinger, Yelich side by side. I just want to see because they're obviously the two best players right now in the league, or yeah, in the National League.
Yeah, that did not work.
Here, I got it right here.
Let's go, Brewers.
So he has, their stats are so close, like so
Yelich.
close.
All right, now how do I compare these? Any suggestions on how to compare these would be super amazing.
That's nuts.
What's that?
No, I was just looking at his stats. They're so close.
Oh, here we go. Christian Yelich. Who are you comparing?
I'm looking at Bellinger and Yelich compared. Their stats are so similar. And the crazy thing is Yelich has only played 59 games too.
Wait a minute. So, hold on. But Bellinger's got 228 at-bats compared to 212.
Yeah, I know. That's
Runs
scary.
are the same. Hits are about the same.
He has a little more strikeouts than him, not by much though.
Dude, those hits would be a lot easier if you take out the last 5 games. Singles,
Right.
doubles, triples, they're tied. Home runs.
24 home runs, jeez.
But he's got 20, Bellinger does.
You know, that's still a lot of home runs.
14 to 7.
I can't
Hey, is
believe
the
Yelich
All-Star
throwing
game in
14.
Cleveland?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the first trip. Oh, yeah. I love going to Cleveland now.
Are you going to go to the All-Star game?
No, but you know what we are going to go to, though?
What?
NBA All-Star game.
Where's that at?
Where is that at, son? It's in
Is that
Chicago.
fucking United Center? Is it
Yeah.
really?
I think it's the first time
What?
since the Jordan, Dominique Wilkins.
That's crazy.
Chicago. I'm telling you, NBA All-Star.
Contreras has kind of fallen off, huh?
Contreras?
A little bit. His numbers have gone down a little bit.
Well, you know what I was listening to the other day? He can't catch you, Darvish. Did you know that?
I know he can't.
They won't
Is
because
that-
you said
is that
he,
what-
what?
Go ahead. See what you're saying?
He's too busy for him.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He's like he needs
What is
somebody to sit down, chill, relax.
Oh, you're saying Contreras is too busy for?
Compared to you Darvish needs calm and collective.
I think
yen
it's
type.
such a poor move to not have Contreras behind the plate with his arm. He what's his face? Davis cannot throw anybody out behind the plate.
No,
Not
but
at all.
dude could rake a little bit though. All right, so let's go back to this. I like this. So would you take Bellinger or Yelich?
I would. Okay, they're so closely related. I would take Yelich over Bellinger. I think.
Ooh, see, I'd go the other way. I don't know why.
I think Yelich is. Can I look at their defensive? Is there defensive stats? How do I do that? Who do you think's a better defender, Yelich or Bellinger? I think Yelich has a better arm than Bellinger.
I would say they're too close.
See,
All right, let's
I
do
think
a
I would take.
third player. Let's add on. Oh, I can't do this with a premium. Let's do Yelich and Chris Bryant. No, let's do Yelich and Trout.
That's not even fair.
What,
Trout's
for the
just
year?
no. I know he's got Yelich has better number, but Trout has these numbers every year. It's
I don't
nuts.
know, man. All right, so at bats, he's got 6 more. They have the exact same amount of runs scored. Yelich has got more hits, almost the same as Yelich. Singles more for Yelich. Doubles more for Trouty. Triples 2-1. Home runs, Trouty's only got 17.
Only 17.
Ribby's 53-42.
Has Trout has never really has Trout. I don't ever see in my mind. I
Yeah,
don't
but here,
picture
listen to
Trout
this one.
as like a
Walks.
power hitter.
Dude, walks. Okay. What do you think? What do you think the break on walks is?
I don't know what
61-39. Who's got
Trout.
what?
I didn't think that. I was looking at the numbers. I thought it was the 40. I didn't know 60. He has 61 walks.
That's insane.
Holy crap!
That's a walk.
That's
He's
almost
averaging
like
a walk a game, isn't he?
that's almost like double the whole. That's almost like double the average of the. I think that is double the average right now.
Slugging, man.
So okay, so here, this is probably a simple question, but who would you take? Would you take Trout or Yelich or Bellinger?
I would take Trout over everybody.
Okay, yeah, me too.
I would take Trout over Babe Ruth.
Yeah, same. I 100%. If Trout stays healthy for the rest of his career, he's going to be the. I think he will go down in history as the greatest baseball player of all time.
Trouty?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so.
His numbers are too consistent. They're too consistent for him not to be. Every single year, for him to have his bad year is a normal player's good year. Like seriously, if you think like when he has a bad year, and he plays for the Angels. I mean, come on.
Which no protection in that lineup at all. But.
Right, not at all. And for him to consistently put out those numbers on a team like that, like he is just a baseball player. He can just play the game of baseball. He doesn't have to be around good players. He can literally just go out there and just consistently be good at the game.
Let's do
nuts.
And
he's such a cool guy too.
Let's do a Rizzo Bryant split. Ooh. Ooh, dude, they're right on. Home runs, man. I guess Rizzo's got 16 homers.
Does Rizzo have the most home runs on the Cubs?
Yeah, I would say so. Who would have Javi maybe?
No, I don't think Javi has more home runs than him. No, they're tied. No, wait. Oh, they are tied. 16. They both got 16.
Who?
Javi and Rizzo both have 16. Damn, and Bryant's got 13. So Rizzo's on pace to have over 30 home runs this season. So is Baez and so is Bryant.
I know they got the Cubs are the fastest, which we saw at the Saturday. This is the fastest that the Cubs ever got to 100 home runs in history of the Cubs.
Really, you know Rizzo's 7th on the Cubs home run list.
What's that?
Rizzo is, I believe, 7th or 8th on the all-time Cubs home run list. I believe he has, because I was like a couple weeks ago he hit his like 100th or something home run. I think it was his 100th career home run.
No, it's 200th.
Okay, 200th career
home run.
And
we were actually at that game.
Yeah,
it was his 200th as his career and 199 for the Cubs.
Okay, yeah, so he's I'm pretty sure you can look up the stat, but I'm pretty sure he's like 7th on the all-time Cubs list for home runs. Obviously behind Sosa, I believe, is number 1. Maybe Sosa's number 1. Someone might be ahead of Sosa.
Sosa, yeah. Cubs top home run hitters.
All time.
What do we got here?
I actually might be able to do that.
I'm on there. Sosa, Banks, Williams, Santo, Sandberg, Aramis. Rizzo's on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10th best, bro. Oh, that's old. That's an old stat. So he'd have moved up. Yeah, you're right.
I believe he's like 7th.
He should be, yeah, right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or 8th.
One of those. I just know he's on the top 10 list for the Cubs, which is crazy to think about.
Yeah, it kind of is, actually.
He's had the 30 I believe the past 3 years. I don't know if he did last year, but I believe prior to last year, he had 4 consecutive 30 home runs, 100 plus or 100 plus RBIs, I believe, which is insane to consecutively like do that.
He did, yeah, exactly.
And I mean, if you think about it, like baseball is like usually like with like basketball and like other sports, your top prospects are going to be they're usually it's mostly them. Yeah, you're going to have some few sleepers that turn into like really good players. But I feel like baseball has those like middle of the draft, late in the draft, because obviously baseball draft isn't like as hype as like the NFL and NBA draft is. And a lot of your good players come from just random spots in the draft, like Rizzo, who was what, like 240th overall or something like that. And he's like, I would argue he's the best first baseman in the National League.
Who?
Rizzo next to Goldschmidt, I would argue.
No, he's better than Goldschmidt.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I said like him and then Goldschmidt. I would put, because Goldschmidt for a long time was better than Rizzo. Like he always got ahead of Rizzo.
Yeah, no one in Arizona.
No, not at all. But he was good. He's still good.
All right, hey, what about tonight? You gonna watch it?
Who, the Cubs in Colorado?
No.
Oh my God, yes, dude. Oh man, Durant's practicing. They had him practicing. He was on.
They're doing that for mental.
I don't know, dude. I'm so scared. I think Toronto's gonna win.
You think who?
I think Toronto's gonna win.
This is the only thing is because this is the only reason and this is back to my conspiracy theory thinking. He's got all these shows coming up, right? You're down 3-1. He was up 3-1. This is like a redemption story. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Because Cleveland were down 3-1, came back and won. And he blames himself for that loss. So I think they're going to come
right,
back.
and the Warriors also came back from 3-1 deficit to OKC. So they've done it before.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And that's what Curry was talking about, that. He was saying it's not, he's saying we're taking one game at a time. We just got to win game, what is game 5? We just got to win game 5. That's it. And then we got to win game 6 and then 7. We just got to take it one game at a time. And they can do it. I 100% think they can. They're so injured. I think that's always been the problem with the Warriors. When their core guys are hurt, they don't have really depth on their team. I don't think they have that good of depth. Behind Iguodala, that's basically their whole bench. And when Iguodala's not performing, Boogie's so bad. I cannot stand DeMarcus Cousins.
Oh, it's his legs. I mean, come on, he's coming back from think about all the leg trauma.
I know, but I understand. Yeah, you have, but this is, okay, then someone else needs to be there. If he can't perform, that's his job. If he can't perform, then it needs to be somebody else.
What about Bogart? Let him play.
Why? Why is he not? He did so good in their win. He performed so well. I don't know why Bogart's not playing.
He reminds me of that big old white dude at the Y that just moves you around.
He's beefy. He plays good defense. He played really good defense.
He can pass well.
Yeah, he has good IQ on the court, which I don't think DeMarcus has. I think DeMarcus tries too much to be a point guard when he's 7 feet tall. In my mind, he's huge. Plow through people. Look, why do you not do that? You're a monster. He's being guarded by Van Fleet and he's trying to Euro step around him. Like, what are you doing? Like use your body. Put it on somebody.
Yeah.
Get to the rim.
I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't understand
and then
it. Your
Kevon
matchups
Looney
favor him.
is so good.
What's that?
Looney is incredible.
Yeah, but you got Kwame. You think Kwame stays if they win?
Oh, 100%. I think he will forever. If he wins, he will be the Raptors guy forever. I think.
He's a big LA guy though.
Yeah, I know. And he's proved he's not a loyal person.
Who's that? Kwame?
Yeah, Kawhi. He proved
that he's not. Yeah. No, I think he's an extremely loyal person. I just don't know if they treated him right with the whole injury thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pop's too old school.
Yeah, I was gonna say Pop is a different breed. I think that was the problem.
I think you come back if you're injured, and he wasn't ready to do that and risk millions of dollars in future contract. Because what if he came back, he's not the same. I mean, look, I think he did it the right way. Look what he did.
Yeah.
Dude,
that's true.
How bad does Rosen's butt hurt, dude?
Oh, I know. I mean, he couldn't do it. He wasn't good enough. Let's be honest. He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it with the Spurs either.
I think he's
Kawhi
good
can.
enough, but
I don't think he's good enough. If he was good enough, he would have taken them. They had a very good chance last year.
who? The Spurs? Or I mean, Toronto?
Toronto. But then again,
No, it was LeBron.
yeah, that's right. LeBron was. Yeah, that's why the East was. That's why the East was thriving because LeBron wasn't. In the East.
Exactly. And then what do you know? He
It's
goes over.
not-
He's got a little bit of competition, and now look where he's at.
yeah, that's
He's
true.
sitting
I
at
forgot
home.
about that.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's
Is this
sitting
the
on the
first- what
banana
is-
boat somewhere.
Is this the first? How many? This is the first time in how many years that LeBron has not been in the playoffs? What is it like 8 years or something like that?
And I think it's 10, maybe.
Is it 10?
Yeah.
It was when he went over to the Heat, right?
No, they won. I think the championship, or was it the second year? No, he's been. It was like I think like early on in Cleveland days.
That's crazy. That's nuts.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
Where do you think Irving's going?
New York.
You think he is?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, with his whole brand, the whole Uncle Drew brand, the movie. Is that movie come out yet already? Or
Uncle
no?
Drew?
And I thought he was like another movie he was doing.
I don't think so.
Well, no, I think he goes to New York and gets that money.
So you think he goes to the Knicks and not the Nets?
No, nobody goes to the Nets.
Oh, that's what they're talking. They're talking him going to the Nets.
The Nets are like the White Sox of Chicago. Unless they
I
go
know.
overpay, which they won't do for Machado, he's not going. Nobody
And
wants
then
to
you
go
got
play in
Spike.
Brooklyn.
Then you got Spike, who's got all the pull with the Knicks.
They're playing at Madison Square Garden. It's like,
Yeah.
I mean, come on. It's like playing at Wrigley or Fenway.
The Knicks are so bad at basketball, though.
I don't understand how the NBA's let them be bad for this long.
I know.
Biggest
they're
market
so bad.
team.
Really, the Knicks, the most next to the Lakers, the Knicks.
But I heard something about the last player the Knicks drafted and re-signed was somebody like 2 years after, what's his name? Patrick Ewing.
Really,
It's been like 18 years, I think, since they've drafted somebody and re-signed.
they've had like a good pull from the draft.
What's that?
That it's been a long time since you're saying they've had like a decent pull from the
No,
draft.
I don't think they don't. They're a free agent type team. I mean, like you look at Porzingis,
Yeah,
they traded
that's
him,
true.
and then I don't think they
Where
draft
did-
all that high because they're trading draft picks for players.
Hmm.
So
I don't know. They need to. So you think Irving's gonna go there? You think Durant's gonna go there?
No, I think Durant goes back to OKC, or I think the Bulls are.
No, I don't think he goes back to OKC.
I don't
Why would he
know.
go back to
I
OKC?
can't
It's
see
the
him
same
going to New
team.
York.
It's the same team. He's not gonna. I don't see him. He can't win with Russ. That's been proven. That OKC team, when they were up 3-1 against the Warriors, was the best OKC has ever looked. They were so strong that year, and they couldn't do it.
I don't know. You either. He's screwed, dude.
I think so too. Because I think if they win, it's okay. This is so true because if he doesn't play and they win, it proves that the Warriors don't need Kevin Durant. If he doesn't play and they lose, he's gonna get blamed because he got injured and didn't play. So I think Durant is very screwed right now.
Exactly,
I think
and
it's all lose for him.
And you get this vibe like the minute that this guy's gone and these guys' careers are over and they're ready for their tell-all books, there's going to be no love for Kevin Durant coming from
No,
those three guys.
I don't think so either because this is Curry, Thompson, and Draymond's team. That is who the Warriors team belongs to. It is
And,
those three guys.
well, and Iguodala, I think, too.
Yeah, I think okay, yeah, absolutely. Iguodala too.
The glue guy.
A little bit of Livingston. Sean Livingston is very good off the bench. He's very underrated, I think, coming off the bench and putting up the numbers that he does. He's a very good point guard off the bench. I like Livingston a lot.
And Bogut.
Yeah, and Looney's so good for being
Hugo.
just a quiet little guy.
What's that?
I think
Looney?
they just have a really good team.
Yeah, no, I think if he stays, it's not what he wants. Because I read some other comment, like, what happened to the KD with the backpack, smiling, playing
Yeah.
during the lockout with Oregon State guys, and now you're just really angry.
Right. No, I agree. I don't know what. I didn't think when he was leaving, I didn't think he was coming. I really didn't think he was going to go to Golden State. I did not see that happening at all. and then he
Going to
did.
old Golden State?
Yeah, I don't. I get. I mean, he wanted a ring. It was obvious, and he got two of them. He was
Um,
two-time Finals MVP.
yeah, exactly. No, I know. He got his money, he got his endorsements, he got his chip. He's not. He needs to go lead a team, and I don't think it's going to be New York. I don't know. New
Because
York,
do you think
KD, and
what do you think?
Irving. What?
I think they would. I think Irving and KD would thrive together. I think Irving is what KD needed that
Who
Westbrook
leads?
couldn't
Who
give
leads
him.
that team?
Kevin Durant, hands down.
Does he lead this team?
Absolutely. When he's on there, I 100 absolutely. And that's the thing. That's why they do so good with him because that's the problem that I don't think Westbrook and him could mesh that way because Westbrook is a natural leader. He wants to be a leader. He wants to control the game. So does Kevin Durant. Curry would hands down take the back seat every time to Kevin Durant and let him run the game, and that's why they did so well together. All of those guys because Curry understood the prowess that was Kevin Durant
See, I
and he
think
could
Curry
control
runs
game.
the team.
Well, now I don't think so.
I think Curry's
I
just
think,
a better leader than Russell
oh yeah,
Westbrook and
hands
Irving
down.
is.
But I think if I'll put it this way, if Kevin Durant and Irving were together and Kevin Durant were to lead, I think they would do very well together. If Irving tried to lead, I don't think they would. I don't see Irving is not a leader. I do not. He's not a. I don't think he's a
No,
leader
he's
on it.
not. He's definitely not.
It's very proven that he can't lead the team. He thought he was the star of the team when he was with LeBron, and it was very evident that he was not.
See, and I don't think Russell Westbrook's a leader either. I think Russell Westbrook wants to lead, thinks he leads,
I think
tries
so
to
too.
lead, but does not lead the team.
I think Russell Westbrook is a very proud player. I think he's very good. I think he's one of the most explosive point guards I've ever seen. Absolutely, hands down, one of the most athletic players I've seen in basketball. But I don't think he has the mentality to like lead. I don't think it's there. Like Kevin Durant has good vision, knows how to run a team. Curry is one of the phenomenal leader on a basketball court. And Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook together, I did not work. I don't. Yeah, they were friends. Fine, you're best friends or whatever. They could not win championships together on the team.
No, and I think too they were young also. I mean, remember
Yeah,
James Harden on that? Can you imagine that team
yeah, they went
now?
to the finals.
I know, but could you imagine if they had 4 or 5 more years under their belt together? Those three? It'd be the greatest
I don't
offensive.
think. I don't think. I don't think so because I don't think Harden would have developed the way he did if he was backseat too. Because I think Kevin Durant is just Kevin Durant, going to go down as one of the greatest players to play the game of basketball, and he didn't need to be a leader to thrive. He just thrived anyways. And then I think that was gonna James Harden would have taken a back seat to that, and I don't think James Harden would have been able to thrive the way he has leading his own team.
See, but I think that's where Steve Kerr comes in. I think you if you have too much talent, that's a bad thing. But if you have the right
Absolutely,
coach, then
he
it's
knows how to
fine.
manage.
I mean, come
He
on,
played
look at
with
Phil Jackson
absolutely. He played with the greatest talent in all of basketball. I think if
on two
anybody knows
different
how to manage,
occasions.
absolutely. I think if anybody knows how to manage talent, a lot of talent on a team, it's Steve Kerr, and he's proven that he does that very well. And the Warriors are and they understand that. There's no selfishness. They're very selfless. Those especially that core three. Those guys they understand each other, and they'll pass up open shots to get someone else open with the ball instead. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh yeah,
they
absolutely.
they work very well together. Those three. I don't see those three ever leaving. Hopefully, not leaving the team.
Yeah, I don't think Clay Thompson's going anywhere.
I know for a fact I don't think Steph Curry's ever going to. I think he's going to finish his whole career out with the Warriors. It would be so stupid for him not to. He's already won how many rings with them?
Who?
Curry.
Who's he won 4?
I think so. 2000.
Come on,
So he
you're
lost.
the one who loves the guy.
He won 14, 15. No, he won 15, 16. Lost 16, 17. 17, 18. I believe. I think because he lost in 16 to the Cavs. That's when they blew the 3-1 lead. And then I believe he had 2 before that. And then the one. No, it was the one before that, and then he won 2 with KD after that. So yes, it's 4.
So yeah,
Because this would have been his 5th, I believe. Okay, I How many rings does Steph Curry have?
What's that?
I'm looking it up. Hold on. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they've got 3, dude.
3, because he won the.
Yeah, one in 15, 17, and 18.
Yeah, okay, because this would be the 3-peat then. Because he lost in 16 to the blowout, the 3-1, and then he won the next 2 with KD. Those were just ridiculous. He just blew them out. That was crazy.
Yeah, you got the Heat. That was their first year. Dallas beat the Heat that first year. That what's his name was down there.
Who, LeBron?
Yeah. Then they won back-to-backs.
And they lost to the. So they won. It was 14. Was it 15 or was it 15-16 or 14-15 that they won? 15-16, right?
Yeah. Here's your LeBron crap right here. Look at this. You start right here. LeBron makes it to their. Makes it 1, 2, 3, 4.
I know he's been to so many.
Yeah, it's insane.
And that's why that's my argument with who's better, LeBron or Jordan. And that's a big argument. Jordan has never lost in the finals. Jordan never saw a game 7 in the finals. Every time he went to the finals, he won. Jordan never saw a game 7 in the finals ever. How many times I think LeBron has lost more finals than he's won, hasn't he?
Wait, am I looking at this right? 2009, the Lakers played the Magic for the championship?
What?
I don't know. Why do I not remember that? Unbelievable. Is that right?
Yeah, it was Kobe. Kobe was Finals MVP.
Can you fact check
Kobe?
that, please?
Kobe was Finals MVP that year?
2009 final, yeah. So you got the Heat. You got him going to the. LeBron went to the finals in 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And then he lost early on. He went in 07, and he lost to the Spurs. And that record is just horrifying.
So he has 3 rings, correct? 3 or 2? He has 3, right? So
2 with Miami and 1 with
Cleveland, and he's lost how many finals?
Yeah, he lost in 18,
7?
17, 16 or 15, 14, 11.
That's horrible.
And 7. So he's lost 6 times.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I know. Jordan never lost in the finals. He lost in the Eastern Conference Finals, though.
Jordan never lost the finals. Jordan also never saw a game 7 of a finals.
Yeah, but he lost to Orlando in his year he came back in the playoffs, Eastern Conference. That was when he was wearing the Concords, dude.
Yeah, but he never lost in the finals.
What's that?
I don't care. He never lost in the finals. So when it really mattered, when it came down to it, he never lost.
No.
Kobe
even that year, he could have won that year. That was the year he came back halfway through baseball.
Right. Kobe averaged the 2009 when they won the playoffs and he got Finals MVP. He averaged 32.4 points per game, 5.6 assists, 7.4 rebounds. No, this is Kobe, and when he won Finals MVP in 2009, that's nuts. 32.4 points per game in the playoffs. That's crazy.
Black Mamba.
What's that? Kobe was nutty. Do you watch Kobe's podcast?
No, I don't watch any podcasts really too much. I don't really have time. I don't even know I have time to be doing this right now.
I was meaning to watch it. I didn't get a chance to.
What's that? God, look at the Bulls, man. The Bulls.
His detail podcast. What's up, the old Bulls?
Yeah.
Talking about the championship Bulls. Which year are you looking at?
I'm just curious on East versus West. From 1959 to 1966, Boston won every championship.
I know, that's crazy.
Wow. That's insane. Where's the Bulls?
I so thought the Bulls were going to be a prowess when we got Rose. I thought that was going to be like...
They were.
What the hell happened?
Rose's knees decided to go home early.
Did you listen to his interview talking about Butler?
Yeah, that from the book expert or from the spot from the book. Yeah, he only scored 1 basket in that scrimmage.
Yeah, I know.
You know, and that I get that because that's ESPN trying to hype stuff. So So yeah, so the practice that he wanted to get traded on, he only ended up scoring one basket, and everybody loses their mind like he's
I
done.
know. Talking about practice. That's
We're
my
talking
favorite
about
interview of all time.
what's that?
That's my favorite. That's my favorite interview of all time. Fucking AI with. We're
We're
out here
talking about
talking about
practice. He
practice.
says it like 17 times.
I know. I know. I love it. I love when he steps over fucking Lou when he drains that three. That was amazing.
Who'd he step over?
Tyronn Lue,
The
fucking when he drains a
coach.
three. Yeah, remember that? Don't you remember that was they were playing the Lakers and Lue was just dropping on him, and then AI hits that step back kind of three just right in Lue's face. Lue falls over, and then fucking Iverson just looks him in the face and just steps over him while he's on the ground. It was incredible,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That's sad. AI could have been one of the one of one of the
Yeah,
best.
he made it to the finals.
Yeah, I know, but if he had his shit together and like he literally could have been like one of the greatest. I still think he is one of the greatest point guards.
When did they played AI? Because I thought, no, maybe not.
Philly lost their mind when they signed Allen Iverson. The dude went, what's his name? Their GM was going nuts. It was
Who?
like they struck. Who's the? When did
Oh, Billy King?
was that his name? Yeah, dude, he was so hyped. And watching him on interviews, he was like he looked like he's like in love with Allen Iverson. Like, this is the greatest thing the Sixers have ever done, and it was at the time.
His
Sixers got.
shoes. I liked his shoes.
I like
Those
Allen Iverson.
Reeboks with those big, with the big red toes, the blue toes.
He was so
Yeah.
good. He was a good point guard. He was like a good point guard before point guards were really good.
Dude, him and just watching him in his Georgetown highlights.
I know.
He was dirty. Dirty.
Did you
good.
watch the Iverson on Netflix, that documentary?
No, you've talked about that. I haven't
You
watched
got
that.
it's probably one of the best documentaries I've ever seen. It's so cool because you just really get into because AI is really portrayed as like this kind of like this shitty person, and he's not. It's kind of sad the whole like bowling scenario at the bowling alley, all that stuff
Was
that
that
went
with this
down.
girl?
Yeah, I think so. When they got in
Pulled
that
a gun on
fight.
somebody?
Yeah, and it wasn't like that at all. You got to watch it and just listen to his perspective on it, and it's sad because he was so good. He just needed to focus on basketball. If he had just focused on basketball and played basketball, things would have been so different. And he stopped spending money on shit and giving all
Yeah,
his
but
money
he's
away.
got that deal where he gets, I forgot what it pays him out, like 50 million or something in like 6 or 7 years. He deferred all this money knowing that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, there's some
He
weird
was-
thing about that where he gets some ridiculous amount of money, and yeah, I forgot how it works.
I think he could have.
Payout. What's that?
I think he could have. I think he could have won a championship if he had the right team.
Wait, say that again?
I think Iverson could have won a championship if he had the right team.
Yeah, I thought.
I totally think he could have.
I thought it was something like he got paid some ridiculous amount of money afterwards.
Dude, the Cubs are ranked 6th as power rankings.
I think it follows there. I think it's following the records. Cause I'm pretty sure they're sixth best in the
Yeah.
league.
Yeah, it is. It's just fun. That's stupid. I don't like that.
Is that I thought so too. I mean, it's
Why? That's not. That has nothing to. That's just records. That's not power rankings. Records mean nothing when you get to the playoffs. The records get you to the playoffs, but it's a whole different atmosphere when you're in the postseason.
well,
You know, there's. Do you know what the playoffs in baseball are? The playoffs. A wild card game is the only thing considered a playoff game in baseball. Everything else is the postseason. Isn't that weird?
I know. Yeah.
I don't understand that. Like, why do they have to be different? Why can't it just be the playoffs? Why does it have to be a postseason?
And Pittsburgh's been to a lot of them.
Yeah, I know.
And they
Dude,
lose
that-
a lot.
That wild card game last year was bad.
Well, with Colorado.
No, we played. We played. Was it? Yeah,
We
not
played
last year.
Milwaukee
2 years.
for the division title, and then we lost. So we ended up as
Oh,
the
that's
wild
right, that's
card,
right.
and we lost to Colorado. Because remember, Wade Davis
That's
now
right.
pitches for them.
Yeah, that's right. That was those 2 games were so. I remember I was in class and I was watching the division game. And I had it up on my iPad and I was sitting in the front row and I was just like I was so mad the whole time and everybody behind me was just watching me watch the game and nobody's fans of professional baseball here and I'm like like in class I'm just like fiddling in my chair. I was so pissed off. It was so bad.
It was terrible.
It was horrible.
So, Dude, the White Sox are actually pretty good.
I know they're doing well. Is Ricky still their manager?
Yeah, Ricky Renteria.
They
Yeah,
have a pretty good that dude in the outfield. What's his name? He's pretty good. That
Hilo
kid.
Jimenez.
Is that his name? It might
Yeah, that
be.
we traded for Quintana or Quintana.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Quintana.
yeah. That
Yeah,
guy. He's not bad.
no, he's not bad at all. And I think if they had a better starting rotation, they would be actually really good. They have no starting pitching whatsoever.
Yeah, that's
That,
usually what it is though.
and
That's
Lucas
usually what kills
Giolito,
it.
or whoever say his name, like I know that guy's pretty good. And then they had that one guy
Wait, is what's his face? Saltalamacchia still is he still pitching?
who?
The not Saltalamacchia. What am I thinking? The dude that was he used to play on the Cubs. Samardzija, Jeff Samardzija. Is he still
Yeah,
pitching?
San Francisco.
Oh, he's still in. Is he in their starting rotation or is he a bullpen guy?
No, he's still a starter, I believe.
I
He
haven't
signed a
heard him in
massive deal, like a 5-year. Well, you know who we met at the game on Saturday?
Who?
Buster Only.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, big beat. Yeah, he was dude signing autographs. He was talking with it was insane. He was talking with the Cubs bench coaches for like a half an hour. Just talking about hitting strategy, pitch. I mean, it was awesome. It was really cool.
That's cool.
And then none of the kids knew who he was, and this dad just screams and he's like, "Hey Buster, can you take a picture with my son?" And the guy lit
That's
up like,
awesome.
"Dude, totally, I'll take a picture with your son." Yeah, it was
That's
pretty
really
nice.
cool.
And then Smoltz. I told you about Smoltz almost running.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
base
yeah.
over.
You did.
And then
I like
same thing happened with Alice Rodriguez with her too.
I don't know.
What's
Everyone
that?
gives A-Rod. I don't have any problems with A-Rod. I kind of like him. I think he's a cool dude.
A-Rod is garbage.
I don't know. I like him as a. I don't like him so much as a baseball player, but I like him as an analyst because he knows the game really well. So it's like listening to Tony Romo like announce like the games. He knows the game, so he like it's not just like an analyst that's sitting there like just talking facts and everything. He will tell you what's actually happening. That's the thing I like
No, I
about him.
know.
Same as David Rossi. Like when Rossi's.
I was just
when
gonna
Rossi's
say
out
that. I was
there,
just gonna say.
yeah, obviously I would take Rossi 100% over. That's why I love listening to people. That's why I think who should be broadcasting is guys that like play the game like currently and know the game. That's why I love listening to Tony Romo broadcast football because he knows what he's talking about. He'll tell you what's gonna happen before it happens on the field.
Yeah, no, I know. I like Ross.
You know who? Here's an unpopular opinion. You know who I really like? Pete Rose.
You like Pete Rose?
Yeah, I do. I do like Pete Rose. He's the greatest hitter of all time. He is the
Oh,
greatest
he's greatest
hitter
hitter
of
all time. He's one of the hardest baseball player. I mean, imagine seeing him running that catcher over in the All-Star game.
Oh, I know. And it's you want to know something? It was never proven that he ever bet against his team to lose. Therefore, he never threw a game. He always bet for his team to win. It was never proven that he bet against his team.
No, I agree with that, but I don't know. How do you believe that?
I do. I 100% believe it because if it was somewhere, someone would have found it and it would have
I
come
mean,
out.
you're a gambler. He's a gambler. It took over his life. You're telling me if you're going, you know you're going to lose this game. He's going to.
Oh, that was shitty. He shouldn't have done that. I 100%. And he talks about it all the time. He's not afraid to talk about it. He says it was stupid what he did, but he never bet against his team. He never threw a game.
I don't know. I think it's dirty.
It's very dirty, but he's still the greatest hitter of all time, and it's the 100% should have been in the Hall of Fame. Take away the gambling, and he would have easily been in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I know. But he.
Same as like guys like Sosa and McGuire. This Sosa's last year to be optioned for the ballot. If he doesn't make it, that's it. He can't make it anymore.
Oh, I don't think he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Why?
This is a steroid era. I don't agree with that. I'm never going to bend on that.
So you don't think guys today are taking PEDs?
No, I
disagree with
no,
you.
I think they are, but I think it's less and less. I think
I think
you're
it's more and more.
No, I think
smart.
you can bulk up legally now better than you could before. I think you have more options legally for supplements than you did before, where before it was just basically banned substance.
You're gonna tell me Aaron Thames is not on PEDs?
No, some guys are just absolutely ripped, and he sucks.
Dude. I know he does, but dude can hit the ball like it looks like he's throwing a chopstick with that bat. He's huge.
I know. I know.
Well, it was very obvious. Like guys like Bonds. That was just ridiculous. Even Sosa, if you look at Sosa's like when he came into the league,
Well, for the White
when
Sox.
didn't he get? Wasn't he? Who was he? No, he played for
He played for the
American
Rangers, White Sox,
Rangers. That's it.
Cubs,
He
Baltimore.
got drafted by the Rangers, didn't he?
Yeah, he got drafted by the Rangers because I think Bush owned the team at the time.
And he just all of a sudden he just got huge. Same with McGuire.
Well, you look at their
They all-
heads. That's the big one.
I know, and the veins in there, and the forearms. Forearms. I mean, baseball players, yeah, they got big forearms, but not like that. It's
Yeah, that's
just,
what it was. Texas, Cubs, White Sox, or White Sox, Cubs, Baltimore.
he finished with Baltimore, right?
I actually finished with Texas. He
Oh,
went 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't do crap in that last year. Well, I guess.
What
yeah,
happened
more
to
home
what
run.
happened to Derek Lee?
D. Lee? Didn't he go
Yeah,
back
where
to? I think he went back to the Marlins.
To
at the end,
Miami,
didn't he?
right?
What?
He went back to Miami, right?
That's what I'm saying. I think he did.
He hasn't played. When did he retire? It had to be a while ago.
What's that?
He had to have retired a while ago, right?
It was Pittsburgh was his last team?
No, he played with Ramirez.
I don't know.
He left the Cubs before Ramirez, though, didn't he?
Yeah, he jumped around a lot at the end, I guess. Atlanta, Baltimore, Pittsburgh. He finished with Pittsburgh in 2011.
He finished in 2011. I didn't even know he was playing baseball that long.
Yeah, he only played 28 games. His last full year was 2000. Oh, that was that year. Between Baltimore and... Yeah, he had a good year that year, too.
That's crazy.
19
Ramirez,
home runs.
I know Ramirez finished in 2015 with the Pirates. He played his last game was the wild card game against the Cubs
Yeah.
when they got in that huge fight. Remember that when
No.
you don't remember the big brawl that the Cubs got in the wild card game in 2015? Remember Schwarber was trying to
Oh, yeah, with Pittsburgh. I just watched it the
Yeah.
other night with Gracie.
Yes, I was watching all the Cubs brawls on YouTube. There was a compilation.
Yes, I
on
did,
YouTube.
too. And
I was watching it.
Schwarber,
Like
with his
went
head
off
shaved?
on what's his face. Yeah, and he was about ready to. Dude, Schwarber's a big guy. Dude, he was big back then. He was about ready to knock a dude out.
No, Rizzo was fired up.
Rizzo's-
If you watch
Rizzo's hair,
that, now
always
he's kind of the
fired up.
calm guy.
Yeah, no. My thing is like, there's the guys that you know are just going to be hot-headed, like someone like Bryce Harper, who's always going to be arguing everything, always hot-headed. As in, like looking at it from an umpire standpoint, when you get someone like a Chris Bryant or like you remember what was Torrey? What was his last Torrey?
Hunter?
He played, yeah, Torrey Hunter. Like just very quiet guys, or like someone like a Zobrist, very quiet guys. When they go off on an umpire, in my mind, I'd be like, shit, I messed up. Like if these guys are going off on me, you know, Bryant is always, you know, or not Bryant, Harper's always like, you know, yelling at everybody, all the umpires, everything. He's just a hot-headed guy, stuff like that. And someone like a Trout or a Bryant, if they're in your face going off, you probably messed up somewhere.
Yeah, this Iverson thing, it was a $32 million trust. That's what it was, they're saying. Yeah, for those who aren't familiar with the trust fund Reebok set up for AI, back when he first signed with them, it calls for the former NBA superstar to collect about $32 million when he turns 55.
That's interesting. So he's still making money.
But that...
So he's still making a decent amount of money.
But
Or he
dude,
got
listen
rid
to
of
how
that.
this guy's a bro. So then it says, however, in his book, Babb claims that back in 2010, when AI and Tawana, is that how you say her name? First
so.
started the divorce process, AI was so desperate to win her back that he signed a post-nup agreement that called for him to lose the entire Reebok trust if he violated a number of items. Those items included cannot cheat or have children outside of the marriage.
Oh my god.
No physical or verbal abuse. Must attend. What?
That's probably the same thing that Zobrist has in his marital agreements.
But so the first two things is you can't cheat on your wife, you can't have any kids outside the marriage. You can't physically abuse your wife, verbally or physically. You must attend marriage counseling, must speak to therapist about drinking and gambling problems, can never gamble again, must be home by midnight.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
No, and must discuss any purchase over $5,000.
What the hell? That's ridiculous.
Here we go. Bab also claims that AI didn't live up to at least one of those items, and that, in turn, Taiwan moved ahead with the divorce and finalized it in 2013, taking the entire trust fund with her.
Why would he agree to that?
I know, for some
That's
reason, she did
ridiculous.
eventually agree to give AI half of the Reebok trust back in the divorce, but she kept the other half for herself. It was reportedly
That's
a nice gesture on her part,
ridiculous.
but it's also worth noting that AI didn't have to agree to the post-nup agreement in the first place. So he stands to lose out on a lot of money in 15 years for, well, being a bad husband.
That's ridiculous. That's
What?
absolutely insane.
Wait, it says the good thing for him, though, is recent reports indicate that him and Taiwan are back on good terms. And while still divorced, are working on their relationship, which could make AI's bad financial decision irrelevant.
Huh. That's crazy.
So you can't cheat on my wife, you can't beat her, you gotta be home by midnight, you can't buy anything over
You gotta be home by midnight.
What?
You gotta be home by midnight.
And you have a curfew. You gotta go
Yeah,
to church on Sundays.
That's crazy.
Oh my word.
That's
So
nuts.
what else is this? Pelicans open to multi-team Davis deal.
Yeah, dude, he screwed himself, Davis, with that was.
So far, Los Angeles and New York teams, the Clippers, Lakers, Knicks, and Nets have been among front office. Dude, I don't know why the Bulls aren't going after him. He's from Chicago. Offer everything under the sun. Get him
For
on
Davis?
the team and build from there.
For
That's
who?
what I
For
would do.
Davis?
What's that?
You saying for Davis? Anthony Davis?
Yeah, I would trade everybody on the Bulls right now for Davis.
Yeah, I would too, but I feel like the Bulls are in that whole rebuild process. I think they're just trying to, go with the young
I don't
lineups.
know. It's gonna be interesting. That'd be the other thing is if you could felicitate a trade for whatever you say to get Davis to New York, then you land Irving and KD.
Oh, that would be nuts. If they had that, there's no way that would. If they got KD, and Irving, there's no stupid.
That I could see that happening. I could see Davis
be
gets
so
a trade to
dumb.
New York. You trade everybody on New York for Davis. Anybody you got. Which they don't really have garbage anyways. And then all your draft picks.
Stupid. That would
And
be
then you sign
ridiculous.
those two guys.
I wouldn't watch basketball anymore. That would be so dumb.
It'd be the same as what Warriors did.
No, they didn't.
They won a championship and then signed Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I guess.
Or
but
did
I
they
don't
win
know.
a championship, or did they win? Did they?
No,
is
they
that the- They won
lost.
73
They lost.
games. Yeah, they won 73 games and lost to Cleveland, and then signed KD.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah, that's right. They went 73 in what?
73 and 9.
3 and
dude.
9. That's crazy.
I know.
That's actually nuts to lose 9 games in a season and then lose the championship.
Yeah, 73 and 9, and then yeah.
I saw Jordan because everyone was talking about that, and then he tweeted. I think he tweeted a video out after that when that whole season happened, and he's like, yeah, 73 and 9 is awesome, and then he holds up his rings and he goes, but 72 and 10 just has a better ring to it. And
I
was
know,
like,
it's so badass.
that was amazing. Did you see Tom Brady tweet out a picture of all his? He posted on Instagram too. He tweeted out a picture of. You see Tom Brady posted a picture on Instagram of all his rings, all 6 of them, and he goes, "You want to know which one's my favorite?" And he goes, "The next one." I was like, "Oh,
Dude,
Tom
that's
Brady."
badass. He's hungry for another one.
I know he is, and their team's gonna be so good this year too. The Bears are gonna be good. I think the Bears are gonna be good this year.
They better be.
Who we got kicking now?
Who got what?
Who's our kicker now?
Blew it.
Wow, that's a phenomenal name to be a kicker.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
And I guess he's the best we've got. Chris Blewett.
What happened to Robbie? Weren't we supposed to get him?
Yeah, but he's been tagged by San Francisco.
Oh, that's right. He can't get out of his contract, right? Or something like that.
They've got to trade him.
Dude, I want Robbie Gold back. That was such a.
Back in a heartbeat.
I think we would have beat the Patriots in the championship if we had made it there.
Let's go
I
back
think-
to the. Want to go back to the dead people?
Yeah, sure. Who's dead now?
Because Laura D'Amelio would like to go back talking about dead people. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, give me the.
No, we're not doing the dead people thing.
I was looking up. Have you ever like compared like your birthdays with other people, like all the famous people? It's crazy to think because there's really not that many days. There's only 365, so there's a lot of people that have the same birthdays as
No,
like
there's
you.
366 days.
There's not.
Yeah, there is.
Okay, what's the 366th today?
It's called leap year.
Oh, that's
Oh, you could be born on February 29th. I'm sure there's a lot of people that have been.
this is an interesting.
That's a calendar burn.
This is an interesting chart that I'm looking at.
What is it? Send it to me. What is it?
Hold on, I'm linking it to you in Discord.
Chart of what? Dead people?
No, this is Here, just look at this. This is baseball pitching charts, starters and bullpens,
What is it?
strikeout per base on ball percentage for all the different teams, and they have it plotted.
Where'd you see this at?
It's on Reddit.
Team pitching chart. Alright, so what is this?
It's a pitching, so it's strikeout per base on ball percentage.
Oh, who did this?
Jeez, look at the Rays.
I know. Hey,
That's
KC.
nuts. That's nuts.
What?
That's oh my god, yeah, both Toronto and KC. Yikes. Wow, the Cubs have a. So, the Rays. So it's the Rays bullpen that's doing all the work because their average innings.
I
pitched per
know the
start.
Rays bullpen's amazing, and they
Only pitch. Their starters only get through like 4 innings. Where look at the Cubs, we're all the way. We get like 6-7 innings out of our starters.
Yeah, they the Rays offered Krimble 3 years and 39 mil.
What do we offer him?
We went 4 for 43, I believe, or 3 for 43. So it was more.
Yeah, look at the chart below that. Look at the relief innings. They get half the game out of their freaking relief pitchers. That's ridiculous.
The Rays.
Same, yeah, and the
And the
Angels too.
yeah.
Look at the Angels starting pitching.
That's
horrible.
terrible.
That's horrible.
And they've got.
That's the first comment. Someone please help the Angels pen.
What's that?
The number one comment is someone please help the Angels pen. I don't think the Angels bull. That's crazy.
The Angels are. Yeah.
The Cubs relief pitchers are so bad.
The what?
The Cubs relief pitchers are pretty bad too. We get what? I guess not that bad. They're still pretty bad though.
Wait, who's that really bad? Look at the Twins. Well, Twins, Dodgers. Yeah, that. In Washington, Cleveland. Cleveland's
Dude,
gonna fall off though.
I think so too.
Well, they just
Where are
lost. They lost Kubler and they lost somebody else too.
How are the Red Sox doing? I know they were losing a lot.
Chris Sale had the best statistical start of his career on
Really?
Wednesday. Yeah. Complete game, 12 strikeouts, 3 hits, and they were singles, no walks. That's domination.
Oh, I thought one of the craziest stats ever.
Well, and then he had.
Hendricks.
Wait, hold on. And he's had 2 immaculate innings this year.
What's an immaculate inning?
9 pitches, 9 strikes.
Really? That's crazy.
I know.
That's actually a nuts stat.
Yeah, immaculate innings.
What is the lowest? I've always been curious. What's the lowest amount of pitches that's ever been pitched by a starter in a game?
I don't know. Yeah, Chris Sale's immaculate innings. For nearly 16 of it. Man. Chris Sale, I wish we had Sale.
Charles Henry, his nickname was Red Barrett. He played for the Reds from 19.
He had like 47 pitches for the whole game.
58 pitches.
58? Complete game?
Yeah, that's nuts. That was when baseball was different, though.
What year was that? 1913?
No. No, it was 1944. I mean, it was a long time ago, but it was as long as you would think.
What that?
I mean, it was 1944. That was still a long ass time ago. Baseball was a lot different, but that's still not as old as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I don't know.
58 pitches.
What's that?
58 pitches. That's crazy.
That team pitching stat thing was pretty interesting.
Dude, I love stats. Stats are just ridiculous.
Stats.
Remember Greg Maddux?
What's that?
You remember Greg Maddux?
Do I remember Greg Maddux?
Dude, I did a whole thing on Greg Maddux in like 4th grade. We had to do like these presentations and stuff, and I did mine on Greg Maddux, on his
Did
like
you?
pitching mechanics and everything. Yeah, I think Ma helped me with it.
Yeah, I don't know. I like him, but I don't know.
I always
He's
liked
more
him.
Atlanta's product.
Yeah, I know. He was old when he came to the Cubs, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I think it's pretty close in the amount of years pitched between. But he only won one. He only won one World Series.
Really? Only one?
Pretty sure. I am pretty sure.
Well, that was a nice
What's
play
that?
by Freeman. Freeman had a nice play.
Who did?
Freddie Freeman on the Braves. He
You watching the Braves game right now?
no, I'm just looking at highlights on Reddit.
Yeah, cause he Yeah, I'm pretty sure he won one.
Wait, do they already have the? They already have the AL rosters or the All-Star Game rosters? Are they out already?
No, because I think you're still voting on it, aren't you?
No, they're out. Oh, balloting leaders.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to hear the AL current leaders? So you got catcher. Dude, this is lit. You have the catcher as Gary Sanchez with almost 1 million. He's
How?
He's got 737,000 votes. Then you got Luke Voigt as first. Dude, take a guess who's second baseman.
For AL?
Yeah, take a guess.
I have no idea.
Tommy LaStella.
What?
He's leading in for second base. Dude, he's batting 315, 15 home runs, 39 RBIs, and 39 runs. That's insane. Like he's one of the better second basemen in the league.
Yeah, but where's he gonna? He's not gonna play on this team.
Then you got Mike Trout, obviously, George Springer, Austin Meadows, and then JD Martinez pulling up
JD Martinez from Boston.
for DH. Dude, Jorge Polanco's outbeating what's his face from the Red Sox for is he not having a good year? What's his face?
Who?
Or not the Red Sox, the infielder for the Indians that always wins for AL.
Oh,
What's
he's
his
been injured a lot. You're talking
Okay, is he?
about yeah.
What's his name? I can't think of his Francis. No, what
Yeah,
the hell's his
Francisco
name?
Lindor.
Yeah, he usually wins. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think he's been injured quite a bit this year.
So what's the N? I want to see
What do
the
you got on the
NL.
NL?
I don't know. Someone posted the AL. Can someone post the NL, please? I'll just type it in. NL.
Remember when the Cubs had the whole infield?
Yeah, that was absolutely ridiculous. All-Star ballot. leaders.
NL All-Star.
I don't think the AL's out or the NL's out yet. Let me see.
What's that?
Ooh. Oh God, Wilson's not gonna get. Yikes! This is bad.
They'll get in.
Nope, dude. Buster Posey. How, dude? Buster Posey's
No, because it's
he's
you go to,
crushing.
Wrigley has
He's crushing him by over like almost he's beating him by 200,000 votes.
I got 1,037 and 945.
No, I'm looking at by position. So right now the current leaders for for catcher, Buster Posey's at 559,000. Wilson Contreras is right behind him with
All
355,000.
right, listen, you got old stats. Buster Posey at 1 million, or is this last year's?
Oh wait, am I looking? I might be.
Yeah,
Looking
you're
at
on
last
old. I
year's
think
too.
you're old. No, this is last year's, June 25th. I'm looking at last year's one. So
I don't think the
what?
NL's out yet. I don't think they released it because they only released the AL not too long ago. I don't think the NL's out yet. No, it's not.
No, I see.
They
You're
haven't. This just got released for the AL like an hour or two ago.
Gio.
Yeah, I don't think the NL's out yet.
George Polanco. Dude. Gabriel Torres, man, he could have been on the Cubs.
I think Rizzo's gonna win first. I don't see anybody beating Rizzo for first.
Goldschmidt.
He's not gonna beat him. There's no way.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who's he have better stats than him? I don't think he has better stats. There's no way.
Who? Who are you looking at?
I'm comparing stats between. Rizzo has all better stats than him. There's by a mile, yo. Not by a mile. Rizzo's batting 276 with 390 on base percentage, a 540 slugging, and 933 OPS. Goldschmidt's batting 272 with 360 on base, 444 slugging, and an 804 OPS. Rizzo has 16 home runs. Goldschmidt's got 12. Rizzo's got 45 RBIs. Goldschmidt's got 27. You know who might beat him?
Who?
We're looking at this wrong. Freddie Freeman. Or Josh Bell. That's who might beat him. Josh Bell's having a phenomenal season right now.
Well, Rizzo's come on stronger. He was at a cold start.
Rizzo might win just because of the Cubs factor. Just because.
That's what I'm saying. You go to Wrigley, they got little booths set up to just do nonstop voting.
Right, and he might win just because he's very well known. Rizzo is the Cubs. The Cubs are well known.
And you got Florida, you know.
If you're going off stats alone, it should be Bell. No, it should. Yeah, I think it should be Bell. Bell's got better stats, less at bats. Freeman's OBP is 401. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. Freeman's having a really good year. Fred A.
Josh Bell strikes out a lot though, like a lot.
Everybody strikes out a lot. It's not. There's no stigma on strikeouts like there.
Do you know how many strikeouts?
Bryce Harper. What does Bryce Harper strike out right now?
Bryce Harper's
leading the league in strikeouts right now.
Bryce Harper's having a horrible season, like absolutely horrible.
Dude, he's never really had that many good seasons.
No, he really hasn't. To be honest, he's never really, except for the one year he was batting like he batted like a 304 or something like that.
He did, yeah, exactly. I think he was runner-up in MVP, something like that year too.
Yeah, it was behind. Wasn't it behind KB?
Behind who?
That was the year. That was 2016, wasn't it? That was the year they won the Cubs won the championship because that was his really good year and his stats were all better than Chris Bryant's stats, but Chris Bryant won the. I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive that was that year.
Yeah, Bryant only had. What did Bryant have? 39 home runs that year.
Bryant's stats were not that good. They were good, but they weren't like MVP stats. They were good, but they weren't. He just won because he was Chris Bryant.
So, did you see that video of Gracie getting shut down by Rizzo?
Yeah, I did.
That was pretty that's pretty bad.
Yeah, that was. I told you, I think he just gets embarrassed.
Yeah, well, here. See if we'll play that.
That's funny.
What's that?
So that's funny that he doesn't sign autographs. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was yeah.
So rude. Go chase him.
She puts another talent mark. She's like, yep, add another one to the list.
Dude, listen to this stat. So this guy posted on Reddit for Kyle Hendricks. Kyle Hendricks' last 8 turns, he's put up a 1.99 ERA, a .82 WHIP, 50 strikeouts, 6 base on balls, 58.2 innings pitched, and the opponent's slash line is a 199, .234, and .303. That's nuts.
Who was that?
For Kyle Hendricks, he is a good pitcher.
Well, he's only given up, 1 run in the last 7 starts per start?
He's had 50 strikeouts in the last 8 turns compared to 6 base on balls. That's nuts.
With a 88-mile-an-hour fastball.
I know, and an 88 and like a 78 or a 70-something mile-an-hour changeup. Like it's like a 5, or there's like a 5-mile-an-hour. No, I think his fastball is like 82 or something miles an hour, and then his changeup's like 78 or something like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, big time.
he's a ground ball hitter. He gets soft contact on the ball. Lets his
Oh, it is.
infield
He's
team-
Greg Maddux.
Oh, he is. He, and it was what's his face who was it, Dempster, that saw him and was like, this kid's gonna be good. We need to get this kid, right? Wasn't it him?
Big D?
Who's one of their scouts? It's
Yeah, Dempster I know has
isn't it?
talked about him, but
Dempster's the one that pulled him over from the Rangers. I'm almost positive it was Dempster that was like, I remember because he was in an interview, he's like, give me the credit. He's like, I deserve the credit for him. He's like, I saw Kyle Hendricks and was like, this kid's gonna be good. We need to get him.
He led the league in ERA, what, a couple years ago?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
I can't believe Tommy LaStella is. I can't believe he has that many votes for.
Tommy LaStella.
That's crazy.
3 a.m. LaStella. That was his nickname, dude. Did you know that?
Edwin Encarnacion, is he the only active player with 400 home runs?
Hey, look at this. Red Sox send plane to bring Ortiz back.
That would be so funny.
Red Sox sent their team plane to the Dominican Republic on Monday to transport Mr. Ortiz through Boston, and doctors have approved his transfer for further treatment once the plane is ready. Man, I hope he's alright. Did you hear that? A team of surgeons led by operated on him for 6 hours, moved parts of his intestine, colon, as well as his gallbladder. He also suffered liver.
Yeah, I know it was bad. They were working all throughout the night, I think.
Please don't let me die. I do not want to die.
I know that was sad.
It's terrible. Durant plans to play in Game 5 Monday. It looks good, and we'll see where it all goes. After practice, 87-year-old Durant had 2 big ice packs wrapped around his lower part of his right calf. And his
I don't know,
Achilles
man.
tendon. What? He
I don't
walked toward
know.
the team bus, fell, and is now out. Do you know that?
No, wait, what? Say that again?
Just kidding. It's
Okay,
gonna be
I
all
was like,
systems
wait,
go for Durant tonight.
Why are
Oh,
they
and
not
then did you see
reporting-
Tony Parker retired?
I thought you were retired a long time ago.
Did we already talk about Tony Parker retiring?
No,
What?
I think we talked about what's his face retiring, Ginobili.
Yeah, no, Tony Parker retired. The little guy, the little Frenchman that was on.
I know who Tony Parker is. San
His
Antonio.
wife was on. Remember the wedding planner episode of George Lopez?
Was it really?
Yeah, it was even Longoria in that. Don't
Wait.
you remember that?
Tony Parker's married to Eva Longoria?
He was, and then he divorced her.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they were married for a while, and then she just got all dirty, and he up and left that drama.
Huh, I did not know that.
Yeah, and then but do you remember that episode of George Lopez?
Yeah, oh, I do. I remember that where
He cries.
yeah, at the end with
the
the glue,
bows.
his hands are stuck together from the champagne. Yeah, I remember that. I like that episode. And then it rains, and he gets her 13 roses instead of. Yeah, I remember that.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Fan arrested after entering the Yankees bullpen during Friday's game.
Who got arrested?
A fan entered the Yankees bullpen.
Who?
Some fan just entered the bullpen.
Just like walked in the bullpen. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. Kevin Durant's got White Sox gear on.
He's not. He's always had White Sox gear on. He always wears that for years.
Because he loves the White Sox.
He's not gonna. I don't think he's going to the Bulls. There's no way.
Fan cited. The Warriors dynasty is not over.
Oh, I don't think it is either.
I don't know. It's going to be bad. All right, dude. I think I'm going to wrap this for today.
Yeah, same.
What's
I
up?
gotta take off.
I'm
I gotta
running.
take off as well. It's been on for 2 hours.
And Laura D'Amelio's our only one watching right now. What up, Laura D'Amelio?
All right, I'm down to talk baseball again in a couple days if you're down.
Yeah.
Talk
All right, I'm
sports.
going to end this live stream.